Hey, what's up, guys? All right, been a while since I go on here. I actually have the lights off in the room. It's a little nicer. See on my hands. I don't have my pick on me. Played last night. Played a Christmas party. Went pretty well. Had a good time. Played some nice classic rock tunes. Got a nice positive response. Got my old Miller shirt on when I used to teach at Miller. 10 years of teaching public school. I got 10 years on my belt. But anyhow, just wanted to get back on here, rekindle the flame. YouTube. I'm doing this now instead of Facebook. So anyways, I thought I'd get on here and kind of demonstrate a real important rhythm in music, at least for a guitar. So your right hand, A major. It's a good thing to practice. You just make your A major shape, very basic. And you do 5 and 6. Okay. So it's a good song in A. This is a nice one I like to do. I've got never-ending love for you. From now on, it's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd have this never-ending song of love for you. So this boom chuck, we call it boom chuck, or I always say 2-beat because I want that strong. I want my bass player to do this. And as easy as it may sound or look, it's actually it is difficult with respect to the art form. You really got to fall into a pocket and you really got to groove it. Can't just be bump, no groove. It has its own groove and it's its own thing, and people get paid really well to do it. 2-beat. So again, A, D, So when you're learning these, what's cool about these is once you got this shape down, these shapes, you can really move them up. So I like to take my basic chord shapes and I like to bar them because I get a more control over the chord. So I'm kind of doing like and not so much sustain. And I kind of think of myself as the drummer more than the guitar player, and that I'm just really laying the notes down, but the rhythm is percussive, right? So when I'm playing these, I like to bar chord, and I've got a never-ending love for you. Oh, sorry, E. From now on, it's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I'd sing this never-ending love for you. And you get that, which I think is to me as a solo guitar player, if you're playing by yourself, it kind of makes it more like you're the drummer, Whereas if you're playing, see, it's a little more work to have to muffle those open strings, And not that it can't be done, think it's a little bit harder to have to work. So whereas if you're barring your major shape, then as soon as you release, the sound is almost like releasing that pedal on a piano. That you see that. So as soon as I release my hand, the sound stops. And this E7 is kind of like your C7. I'm just doing it in E on the 7th position. And these are very fundamental rhythms that I think every guitar player should know how to do. I don't care how good you are. It doesn't, to me, if you can't. Whatever. Got never ending love for you from now on. So you're letting everything breathe, you know. You kind of, as a solo player, I mean this as a solo player, for you guys out there that are playing by yourselves and you want to have that rhythm. A lot of the times I saw this Victor Wooten thing, and he was talking about how players play, but they don't really hear the drummer in their head. You know, every musician's somewhat of a schizo. You should hear a little drummer in your head that's playing all these rhythms, and you're playing to that drummer. If you don't hear that drummer in your head, then that should be something you should be working on hearing. You know, develop that mental, you know, okay. So rhythm, without that, we would have no tunes. Thanks, guys.